Alright, alright. Oh, why am I nervous? It's like a presentation. It's like I'm doing a fucking school presentation. Jesus Christ. Alright, so now that I played this game for a few hours, you could say, about 145 hours in the past 9 days, roughly 16 hours a day, I feel like it might be a decent time to share some of my thoughts about the game. And, apologies ahead of time if I'm getting a little sidetracked or it's not exactly like in a good order of things when I start sharing my thoughts. But anyway, I just have some thoughts I want to share and make a YouTube video about it. I usually just stream. I don't really upload on YouTube except Paladin stuff. But those are the old days and I'm already getting sidetracked. Anyway, the game is free to play, first of all. So nobody really should have an excuse not to play the game because like free to play is as good as it gets. Apart from that, there is no pay to win. There's no microtransactions. It's just if you want to unlock the entire game, aka play episode 3 and episode 4, you need to pay $6 per month. And yeah, it's a little weird that it's per month, but I mean that's the cost of no microtransactions and no pay to win, right? I think it's a fair cost to have. But like for example, episode 1 and episode 2, which is free to play, that's like already a lot of content. The skills that you have here, there's a total of 18 skills in the game, and all of those skills, they go to a max level of 500, and that is pretty crazy. It looks like a massive grind, and it actually is, but don't be too scared because getting to level 200, I would say, is very realistic even for the casual player. It's like roughly like, like a 60-hour grind for 1 to 200, or well, 0 to 200. And I think that's really, reasonable for like old school RuneScape players and whatnot, like different grindy MMOs. You should look at like 200 to 500 as more of a hardcore grind for like 200 million XP in old school RuneScape, for example. So that's for like the very grindy, just hardcore grinders basically. And I think that takes roughly 500 hours. Like that's a safe estimate. 500 hours for 0 to 500. Each episode that you move on to through progressing main story, you unlock new skills. And now you might be wondering like, why are there so many different combat skills? They do reset each episode, but there is a point to it. Like it's all explained by the game developer, the main developer behind it, Andrew himself, which I will link in the description if you want to read it, because it's a lot to get into. But more about that actually before I move on to the next thing. This game actually is made by one of the original creators of old school RuneScape, of the classic, not old school, but like the original RuneScape, which is Andrew. And he basically like made RuneScape, sold it at one point, got like a little bit of money. By a little bit, I mean like, I believe it was 700 million, which means he's set for life for many generations. And I think around like 7-10 years ago, he like got an idea for this game. So he was like, yo, let me make a game engine first of all. And this is his own game engine that he made. And now we have this game called Brighter Shores. And there's a total of 9 devs behind this game. So it's a very small dev team, but there's some really good benefits of having small dev team. For example, we have been getting updates every single day. Like bug fixes, quality of life changes. Like the future of this game looks really nice, and you don't have to worry about any financial bullshit that some game companies are tied behind. Like we don't have to worry about pay to win shit or microtransactions being added in the future, which is really nice. I actually have hope for the game. Apart from that, this game came out last Wednesday on the 7th. It's now 15th. And it is in early access. it's very well polished for early access. It's extremely well polished for early access. I've only encountered like 2-3 bugs in all of my 145 hours of game time, and they have gotten fixed like the same day or the day after that. So it's very well just polished, and I have a lot of faith in the dev team, like I said. We also have spells. These are utility spells. They're very useful. You unlock some of these through questing, which are also a thing in this game. I don't know if questing cape will be a thing soon, but it's some of these quests are really hard initially, and a lot of people got turned off initially by that. It's like ridiculous requirements for a newbie. But if you actually get into the game and you start understanding it, they're really not that hard. It just takes time, and the rewards can be very rewarding. Like, just the best rewards are from Spider Nest and the Lost and Found. So just worry about those two quests, really, if I had to recommend something. The combat, however, in this game is pretty simple, unfortunately, for now. Like, the skill ceiling, I can probably show you guys real fast. It's pretty simple, but a lot of improvements can be made. I think they will rework it a lot for PvP. But basically, you select your weapon to attack with. You can use shortcuts. They made it much better with quality of life. And there isn't that much to it. There's no special attacks added yet. You can use a potion to heal, which does have a risk to it, because you will miss out on one attack turn. And there's elemental types, different elemental types that weapons have. Like, this one has Necromai, and there's you can see these types here. There's 3 different. I died. Nice. I died because I have gear on that is for episode 4. You know, like, this is the whole gearing system. Like, each episode has different gear and different combat skills. But yeah, it's something to learn and get used to. It looks rough initially, but even though it's so simple, it's kind of fun. It's a fun grind. All the skills at level 20, there's this system called knowledge. You gain knowledge by doing everything in the game: gathering, crafting, combat. And when this knowledge bar reaches 100%, you can't overstack it, by the way. You can't have like more than one knowledge like stacked up. You can go to convert knowledge into XP. I can't do it right now because I'm not 100%. But as long as one of your skills is beyond level 20, you can put XP into it. And until level 200, one knowledge point equals 25% of a level for a skill. So let's say I really hate doing blacksmithing. I hate crafting. Well, you don't need to really worry about it. You can just do combat or any other skill you want, and you can get the levels for free through knowledge. There's different zones, like I said, episode 1 through 4. They all have different looks to them. This one is more foresty. This is all about like wood cutting and stuff and gathering. It's the visuals in this game, they're pretty cozy. I would say it's very cozy. Some people say it looks like RuneScape, and you know, of course it kind of does, but it really does have its own feeling once you play it more and you get used to it. I do really like the cozy feeling. Like I don't really do episode 2 stuff much, but I will in the future. But like this is like the main town of episode 2 basically. Everyone's just, I think it just looks really nice. Each episode has its style, you know. Obviously, like Mine of Manduban. Oh, I wonder what the style there will be. Yeah, I can show you. I can show you that real fast too. Clearly, it's just a mine. But hey, mining. I know a lot of people like mining, so people will like the visuals here too. Episode 4 is my favorite for sure. There's so much I can discuss about episode 4. It's so well designed. Like all the skills in episode 4, you can basically combine them. Like you can combine Watchman with Detective. You can combine Detective with Merchant. You can combine leatherworking with merchant. You can combine merchant with detective. Like, it's very well designed. And that is when I actually like... Originally, the game was like a 7 out of 10 for me. But just with episode 4 and the design of it, gave me a lot of hope for the game. And it became like an 8 out of 10. And I think the potential of this game in full release is like a 9 out of 10. Just because of the developer team behind it and the way things are designed. Like, I'm sure this game will be so nice in like a few months even. No, you don't even need a year or two. It's just... I can't really say enough about the design and the sound design. Like, especially this... Talk about design. The music and just animations are really nice. Like, you can also see other people doing stuff. Like, I should have shown it in episode 1. But you can see other people, like, cooking and, like, their full animations. And let me see if I have some more right now. I can show some animations. They have done an extremely good job with the animations in this game. I've been very impressed by it. Like, all the skills have very nice, well polished animations. And sounds to them. Oh, I need Goblin Forge. Nice. Good one. This is no more Goblin. It was... Okay. I'm just gonna take a few. What am I doing wrong? Oh my god. I should have practiced this. Anyway, just take my word for it, okay? The animations in this game, like, you can see this guy doing stuff. Like, I don't even need to do stuff myself to show off the animations. But look at it. It's just something really satisfying about it. All of the old MMOs I've seen, it's just, there's no fucking animations. They're just standing around, you know? But nah, this guy's hard at work. Let's go, Angry Pickle. The TLDR is, this game was a 7 out of 10. Now, I think it's like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. And the potential for this game is high to be 9 out of 10 for full release, okay? That's the TLDR. Very good. Game good. Try it out. Free to play. Happy, okay? I know this was all over the place. And like I said, I don't really do scripted things. Like, I wrote like a whole script, but I apparently even followed it. I was just rambling anyway. Do you guys have any questions in chat to finish off the video with? Like, you know, another 1-2 minutes? Or if I said anything wrong, you guys can correct me, you know? Not do scripted videos. Wrote an entire essay, didn't follow it. Yeah, if you want to see the essay on video, by the way, for YouTube, yeah, this is what I wrote. And I followed like 5% of it. I don't know what I'm doing, alright? What about episode 3 and episode 4 makes it better than episode 1 and 2? Great question. I did not pay this guy for this question, by the way, guys. That's an organic question from a chatter called Chippy Chips. So, mainly, I think it unlocks you the crafting things. Like, crafting just makes combat way better. You can actually start crafting your weapons for each of the 4 different combat ones, right? And it's just... There's way more like activities. There's like a little puzzle here with like a spider. There's just way more content and it's more complex. And then when you go to episode 4, it's like a whole city where you can open up shortcuts through detective to optimize your merchant skill. You do merchant skill to have cheaper hides. So you can make even more money from leather worker. It's just very beautifully designed. One more thing that I forgot to mention is all the players, they're all on the same like realm, like server. Like, we're not all playing on the same like layer. It's like a layering system from World of Warcraft. Like, if I'm not on my friend's server, like, let's see, Finland, join same server, boom. That took me 2 seconds. And now if Finland is here, I can see him. You can do this with anyone. Like, if you're from Europe, you can join a server. You can join somebody playing from America. You know, like, it's fantastic in that way too. Like, it's a global server for everyone. but obviously you get the server that you have good ping on. I will actually be doing a guide on detective and watchman combination, like how to do it efficiently, like at what level you should do this and that. So something to look forward to next week. And then eventually also with merchant and leatherworker, once I have 200 of this. Anyway, this is way too long now. Let's end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Chat, say bye. Just wave to them. This was a messy video, but hey, practice makes perfect. I will try to do better next time. I'll see you guys next time, whenever that will be. Bye bye. Alright, Crafto, cut the video. Cut. What the fuck?